Hey, what is good, my fellow gamers? What is going on? This is SloMo here. Gonna give you another video. This video is about the video game awards. This year's video game awards for 2019 has some really good world premieres, and in my opinion, many games that won awards that they actually deserved. I'm not going to go over every new game reveal and every game award result. This show was 3 hours long, and I simply don't have that kind of time, and I sure don't want to waste your time. So let's just go over the highlights for the most part and the things that I felt were really interesting or really thought-provoking. So Disco Elysium took home the most awards with a grand total of 4. The Disco Elysium developer ZAUM has really made a name for themselves with this RPG. I do have it on my backlog and plan on getting to it soon, but I haven't played it yet. And I do feel like the overwhelming praise it received this year's VGAs has moved it up the list for titles that I need to get to soon. But shout out to ZAUM. They did a great job with the game, and I think it probably really deserved to have the most awards won. Moving on. Xbox Game Studios surprised everyone by revealing their next-gen console called Xbox Series X, previously called Project Scarlet Anaconda. They showed the trailer for it and surprised everyone again with the system's design. I have to admit, it never occurred to me that they would design their next console to look like a mini ATX tower. It has vents at the top of it, which looks like it has been designed that way to make sure the console can handle the necessary cooling to keep the APU in it that is rumored to be as powerful as a RTX 2080 Ti, cool enough so that it doesn't overheat. That remains to be seen. As far as the power goes for that APU, I remain skeptical of that level of performance until I actually see it for myself. But this design tells me that the more traditional look of video game consoles was not capable of properly cooling the Xbox Series X while also keeping the power supply internal. And now this also brings me to price. How much is this going to cost? This doesn't look like a $500 console. I know some feel they want to make this a premium option, and premium options aren't cheap, which is true. If gamers feel the price is too steep, that is where the cheaper, less powerful option in Project Lockhart comes in. But frankly, we haven't seen anyone from Xbox publicly acknowledge the existence of the Lockhart. It is not out of the realm of possibility that Lockhart, which does exist, sees a 2021 launch while they focus on marketing the Xbox Series X alone in 2020. Now, we could do all the speculation on what Xbox is going to price this thing at, but we're just going to have to wait and see. So the Xbox Series X controller looks much like the Xbox One controller with just a few small changes. The Xbox Series X controller is slightly smaller, has a new D-pad, a huge complaint from fighting game fans about the previous D-pad, and a share button, which they seem to have copied that great idea from Sony with the DualShock 4. But overall, I was impressed with this reveal. They paired this reveal of the trailer of the Xbox Series X with a follow-up trailer of Senua's Saga Hellblade 2. And Hellblade 2 looked absolutely amazing. Everything you're seeing right now is in-engine footage, which means while it is using the same engine that the final product will be developed on, what you're seeing is not necessarily running on an Xbox Series X. Nonetheless, the game looks amazing, and this is the kind of content that many gamers have been waiting to see from Xbox's new first-party studios. Now, if the Xbox Series X is as powerful as rumored, the actual gameplay won't be far off from this. Ninja Theory's proprietary performance capture technology has evolved drastically. Hellblade was a sleeper hit, and according to an article by GameSpot, Hellblade 2 was on Ninja Theory's roadmap by the time Microsoft approached the studio regarding partnership opportunities. So although Phil Spencer stated Hellblade 2 is in early development, it may not be as far out a release as we think. My early speculation is it'll be a 2021 game that will be available through Xbox and PC Game Pass. Moving on. A Gearbox published game called Godfall looks very promising. The developer is called Counterplay Games, and they said Godfall is a looter slasher. Never heard that one before. They said they want to reinvent combat for loot-driven action RPGs, and I'm all for that. The trailer didn't show any gameplay, but I'm very intrigued with what this entails. Godfall will be a console exclusive launch game for the PS5 and PC exclusive to the Epic Games Store for 1 year. Although not confirmed, it may eventually come to the Xbox at some currently undisclosed time. Moving on, Digital Streams did a shadow launch of the next Warframe update called Empyrean. Now I'm real hyped about this because I am a Warframe player. Despite just getting into the game on my PC account, I mostly have been playing it on Xbox. I'm at Master Rank 15, but I can't wait to dig into this on my PC. We're likely going to get to see the Empyrean update on Xbox, PS4, and Switch in another month or so. That's usually how they do their updates, so look out for that. Wolf-Eye Studios revealed their first game called Weird West. I knew they were going to go with a different artistic direction with the comments they made when they announced their studio a few weeks ago, but I didn't think it would be a top-down isometric view. Nonetheless, I'm interested in seeing more of what this game has to offer. And Ghost of Tsushima looks like a day one purchase. The story looks like it's going to be really amazing, and I just can't wait to experience that combat. So, one thing I thought was really interesting. Amazon has finally stopped hiding everything they're working on and revealed a new game called New World. I'm not sure what it is, but it's supposed to be launching May 2020. Kind of an unfortunate month since it will face a lot of stiff competition. I have heard that Amazon has multiple games in development and their gaming model will be similar to Google Stadia, as in it will be a cloud-based platform, but I had no idea they'd be releasing games this soon. They haven't had any press conferences or reveals explaining their platform or even simply introducing it to the gaming market, period. Where can you get the game? I'm sure you'll be able to purchase it from the Amazon store or some kind of implementation with Twitch, but they need to confirm that. Is it playable on PC or also on mobile devices? They haven't done a beta for the cloud-based platform. At least Stadia did that. It wouldn't surprise me if Amazon gets into gaming with a very poor messaging approach but have exclusive games, where Google came in somewhat organized with a clear message but don't have any relevant exclusives to push their brand. Regardless, I am interested in seeing how this plays out, and I'll probably be following up with more content about New World in the future. Okay, so Michelle Rodriguez and Vin Diesel came out to announce the game of the year and to also reveal a really outdated looking Fast and Furious game. This game looks like it was developed for PS3 or Xbox 360 while funded and designed by Vin Diesel himself. I mean, it was just atrocious. By far the worst game shown. And the game of the year turned out to be Sekiro, which is probably well deserved. I didn't play it, those aren't really my kind of games, but it was generally well received, and From Software deserves the praise. My personal game of the year is Fire Emblem Three Houses. As you guys who've watched my content before will already know, but out of the actual nominees, I would have chosen Resident Evil 2 Remake. I know there are those who believe remakes shouldn't win a reward like this. I'd agree if it was simply a remaster, but remakes take way more time though. Capcom made changes to improve the gameplay, like getting rid of the tank controls, making it more modern, and this game is, I mean, it has performance capture done on the character models to really get you into the look of the characters and the cutscenes and the dialogue. There's so much done to it than just, yeah, the story is the same as the previous game, so we should automatically discount it. I don't think that really tracks for me. I think it's a well done game from a quality experience from what people were saying who played it, and if it's better than brand new content, I think that deserves to be commended. What do you guys think about this year's VGA? What did you think about who won Game of the Year? What did you think about the world premieres, even the new Xbox console? Let me know in the comments below. Hit the like button if you liked the video. The dislike button if you disliked it. It's all good. And hit the subscribe button if you want to see more content like this. Peace.